My brother faked cancer to fund his dream trip to Mexico, so I exposed his so-called treatments to the family and got him disowned instead. It started when he showed up to Thanksgiving dinner looking thin and pale, pushing food around his plate. When Mom asked if he was okay, he broke down crying and said he'd been diagnosed with a rare blood cancer 3 months earlier, but didn't want to worry anyone. The family went into crisis mode immediately. Mom quit her part-time job to drive Joel to his treatments every Tuesday and Friday. Dad cashed out part of his retirement to help with medical bills, since Joel claimed his insurance barely covered anything. My sister flew home from college every other weekend. I moved back to my parents' house to help out. Joel had this whole routine down. He'd leave for chemo at 6 a.m. sharp, saying the early appointments were less crowded. He'd come back around 2 p.m., looking exhausted, and go straight to his room. Mom would make him special organic meals he could keep down. The financial drain was destroying my parents. They refinanced the house, sold Mom's car. Dad started working overtime at 67 years old. But whenever they seemed stressed, Joel would remind them that family is everything, and he'd do the same for them. He actually said once, "I wish I could just die quickly so you guys wouldn't have to go through this." My sister dropped out of college to save money for Joel's treatments. She gave up her scholarship, her internship, everything. 8 months in, Joel announced the cancer had spread to his bones. He started using a cane, then sometimes a wheelchair. Mom had to help him shower. Dad installed grip bars throughout the house. Joel would have these seizures where he'd collapse and shake, and we'd have to hold him until they passed. That's when Joel said he'd found this alternative treatment center in Mexico that insurance wouldn't cover, $50,000 for 3 weeks, but they'd had amazing success with his type of cancer. My parents were desperate. Dad's brother took out a loan against his business. Mom's church did fundraisers every Sunday for 2 months. The week before Joel was supposed to leave for Mexico, my cousin Eric called me. Eric worked IT at the regional hospital system, and he'd been trying to help Joel set up his patient portal for months so Mom could access his records. But something wasn't adding up. "There's no record of Joel anywhere in the system," Eric said. "Not at any hospital in the network, not even an initial consultation." I thought there was a mistake. Joel had been going to treatments for 2 years. We'd all seen him leave for appointments. He had medication bottles, medical bracelets, even a disabled parking placard. Eric and I decided to follow Joel to his next treatment. Mom left with him at 6 a.m. like always, driving Dad's truck. We stayed 3 cars behind them the whole way. But instead of going to any hospital, they went to a Planet Fitness across town. Mom dropped Joel off and left. Joel walked in, no cane, no struggle, practically bouncing. We watched through the window as he changed into gym clothes and spent 2 hours lifting weights, running on the treadmill, and playing basketball with a group of guys. He was laughing, high-fiving people, doing pull-ups. Then at 1:30, he changed back into his regular clothes, went outside, and sat on the curb. He pulled out the cane from his backpack. When Mom pulled up at 2 p.m., Joel started limping toward the truck, moving slowly like every step hurt. Eric and I sat in my car, too shocked to even speak. My family had destroyed itself financially and emotionally for 2 years. My sister gave up her education. My parents aged a decade, all for Joel's gym membership. The fundraising money, nearly $80,000 total from family, friends, church, and online, was in Joel's personal savings account. He'd been making small investments, day trading, planning to use the Mexico trip money to disappear and start over somewhere else. We decided to expose him at the farewell dinner the night before his Mexico trip. The entire extended family was there, about 40 people, all gathered to support Joel on his last hope journey. Right before dessert, Eric stood up and connected his laptop to the TV, saying he'd made a tribute video for Joel, but instead he played the security footage from Planet Fitness that morning. Joel is doing deadlifts. Joel is sprinting on the treadmill. Joel is dunking a basketball. Then Eric pulled up Joel's bank statements on the screen. Every deposit from the fundraisers, every transfer, the investment account with $73,000 in it, the emails to the resort in Mexico, booking the deluxe suite. Joel tried to run, but Dad blocked the door. Joel actually tried to defend himself, said he'd started having some symptoms and gotten scared. Then the lie got too big to stop. Said he was planning to pay everyone back eventually. Said we should be happy he wasn't really sick. The police got involved because of the fraud aspect, taking money under false pretenses. Joel's looking at actual jail time. The family's suing him to recover the money, but most of it's already gone. The worst part? Joel sent us all a letter from jail saying we were overreacting and that he'd brought the family closer together through this experience. He actually wanted credit for that.